Once upon a time, the emperor of Rome, Heraclius, was sitting with all his courtiers. Suddenly, a question arose in his mind. He asked the courtiers, "O my people, can you give me some information?" The courtiers said, "Yes, your majesty, please tell us." The emperor said, "The empire of the Muslims is expanding so rapidly. Surely their leader is not an ordinary person. Can you tell me what their leader is like? What is the secret of their success?" But none of the courtiers could answer. Yet the emperor wanted to uncover this mystery. He called for a messenger and said, "Go to Medina immediately. Learn everything about the behavior, lifestyle, and governance of the leader of the Muslims." Receiving the order, a messenger set off for Medina. He had a fast horse, so he arrived in a short time. What he saw in Medina shocked him. He expected to see a grand palace guarded by thousands of soldiers. But instead, he saw the caliph of the Muslim empire, Umar, R.A., lying on the ground beneath a tree, resting in simple clothing. The messenger could not believe his own eyes. He asked the people around, "Is this your caliph?" The people replied, "Yes, this is Umar, R.A., ruler of half the world." The messenger was stunned. He went before the caliph and said, "O caliph, are you not afraid? You have no guards around you, and you are lying here under a tree. What if an enemy attacks?" Umar, R.A., smiled and said, "I have not oppressed the people. I have established justice. Those who walk the path of justice do not need guards." Hearing this, the messenger said nothing more and returned to his kingdom. When he returned, he told Emperor Heraclius, "O king, I have seen such a sovereign whose name makes the whole world tremble, yet he rests on the earth beneath a tree. I found no palace." The emperor, astonished, asked, "Did you speak with him?" The messenger replied, "Yes. He said he has established justice, so he needs no guards." The emperor remained silent for a while and said, "He must be a man of great wisdom. I must test the depth of his knowledge." Then the emperor again called the messenger. He gave him a letter and said, "Give this letter to Umar and ask him one question. What is that which Allah does not see? If he can answer, we will accept Islam as the true religion." The messenger again set out for Medina. He found Umar, R.A., discussing matters with his courtiers. Umar called the messenger and said, "O messenger, why have you come again?" The messenger greeted him and said, "O ruler of half the world, the emperor of Rome has sent several questions, and one question he asked me to deliver verbally. If you can answer, he will accept Islam." Umar said, "Tell me your questions." The messenger listed them. "On which place did sunlight fall only once? Which tree was born without water? What has a mouth but no body? Which tree whose shade lasts for 100 years? What has no hands or feet, yet is always moving? In paradise, people will eat, but will not have urine or stool. What example of this exists on earth? What is the shape of the lock and key of paradise?" Then he said, "The emperor asked verbally, 'Allah sees everything, so what is it that he does not see?' And one more question. The Quran contains everything, so what is the thing that is not in the Quran?" Hearing these final questions, Umar, R.A., became angry. "Who gave you the courage to speak such words about the Creator?" The messenger apologized, saying, "These are not my words, they are the emperor's questions." Umar, R.A., asked those present, "Does anyone know the answers?" Everyone was silent. Then one person said, Only Ali R.A. can answer these questions. So the messenger was sent to Ali R.A. and conveyed all the questions. Ali R.A. answered one by one. The place where sunlight fell only once was the path Allah created in the sea for Prophet Musa, A.S. The tree born without water was the gourd plant that grew for Prophet Yunus, A.S., after he came out of the fish's belly. The thing with a mouth but no body is the fire of hell. The tree whose shade lasts for 100 years is the tree called Sidrat al-Muntaha in paradise. The thing that has no hands or feet but is always moving is water. Example of eating without excretion is the unborn child in the mother's womb, which eats but produces no waste. The lock of paradise is shirk, polytheism, and the key is the testimony of Tawheed, oneness of Allah. Then Ali R.A. addressed the emperor's verbal question. Allah does not see partners because there is no partner with him, and what is not in the Quran is falsehood because the Quran contains no falsehood. The messenger was amazed, saluted Ali R.A. and returned to his kingdom. He narrated everything to Emperor Heraclius. The emperor said in astonishment, "Muslim rulers are far more knowledgeable than I thought. The teaching of Muhammad, SAW, cannot be false. I have heard that Muhammad is the city of knowledge and Ali is its gate. O people, listen. The religion of Muhammad is the only true religion. I bear witness that Muhammad, SAW, is the messenger of Allah."